The Scottish Shindig, the best in Scottish dance music and song.
Well, good evening everyone, a very warm welcome to Scottish Shindig, and it's Andy standing in for Ewan, who's otherwise engaged down at Peasbay and no doubt celebrating his birthday as well. We've got a very packed show with lots of requests and a right mixture of songs and some fun tracks and the usual Scottish traditional dance music. So sit back or get your dancing shoes on, whichever you favour, and we'll have a great couple of hours of music that I hope you're going to enjoy. First up, we've got Simon Howe and his Scottish dance band with a military two-step. Well, that was Simon Howe with a military two-step and a great start to the evening, and hello to everyone. I see we've got listeners from Milwaukee to Shetland to Killin to Auchterarder, Norway, my goodness, international. Great stuff, and I hope you're going to enjoy the mixture. The next track is a dedication, and it comes from Brenda Jones. Brenda says, the Glenaford Polka played by Andrew Rankin, please. Well, that's no difficulty, so here we go with the Glenaford Polka from Andrew Rankin. That was Andrew Rankin with the Gleniffer Polka, and that was specially for Brenda Jones. Now, take your partners for Pride of Erin Waltz from Gary Sutherland's Ceilidh Band. Well, a lovely set of waltzes from Gary Sutherland and his Ceilidh Band for a Pride of Erin. And this time form up for an Eva three-step, and this time it comes from Stephen Carker and his Scottish Dance Band. That was a great set from Stephen Carcary and his Scottish dance band from the album Fine Mix, and that was obviously a Eva 3-step. And the next track is a request from three people, Bill and Marie, the gruesome twosome. Hi Andy and fellow Shindig listeners, could you play anything from the Alexander Brothers? And that's from Bill and Marie. And also Edna Jaffrey, she asked for a specific track by the Alexander Brothers, The Glorious North. So for you all and everybody tuned in, here they are, Tom and Jack with The Glorious North.
Sing, o dear old Scotland, its bonny hills and glens, its mountains and its rivers, the wee bit button bends. But I sing about the country, frae Spey to Devon side, the tunes and places kent fu weel all o'er the country wide. There's Keith and Aberlour, Craigellachie and Banff, the famous names o' Huntly, High Dufton and Macduff. There's Lossiemouth and Elgin and Rothes on the Spey. It's names like these I'll treasure when I'm getting old and grey. There's songs about the Gardaí at the back o' Benahee, the bonny lass o' Fyvie and the bonny River Dee, the heather hills and woodlands down by the River Don. I sing these names in chorus high and still a journey on. There's Banchory and Aboyne, Balmoral and Braemar, the famous tune o' Ballatar near Loch-Nagar. Then o'er the hills to Cushnie, Strathdon and Craigievar, then down through Waffor's bonny vale to Cluny and Midmar. Their songs of scenic splendour frae Wick to Inverness, the Howlemans and Kintore likewise o' Auchterless. But the famous tunes of Buchan that lie down by the sea, St. Coombs, the Broch and Peter Heath will aye be dear to me. Then round by Mormon Praise I'd like to settle down, by Strichen and by Ellen, then o'er to Meldrum Toon, through Bonny Inverurie, round by the Loch of Skene, to wander in by Hazelheath to bonny Aberdeen. There's Keith and Aberlour, Craigellachie and Banff, the famous names o' Huntly, High Dufton and Macduff. There's Lossiemouth and Elgin and Rothes on the Spey. It's names like these I'll treasure when I'm getting old and grey.
Great stuff from Tom and Jack, the Alexander Brothers with The Glorious North. And we go from the north, or from Lanarkshire where they came from, over to Stanley in Perthshire, and it's Bill Black with A Set of Jigs. That was a great set from Bill Black, very lively indeed, and that was from the album A Real Cracker, and I've got to say that was. And we'll slow it down a wee bit this time with Alistair McCulloch. This is a lovely track. It's two airs, Sarah's Song, which as you know is by Phil Cunningham, and Kevuck Cottages, which I think might be one of Alistair's, because if I remember rightly, Kevuck Cottages are around about St Quivick's, just outside Ayr, and I think he may have lived there at one time. But a lovely track. Here we go with Alistair McCulloch with a couple of airs. Absolutely gorgeous playing of Alistair McCulloch and a couple of tunes there. Sarah's Song and Kevok Cottages. Lovely track that. And it's back to the request, and this one comes from Elizabeth White. Could you please play any rendition of the Cuckoo Waltz you can find, please? Assuming you can't find Graham Mackay's wonderful set with Alpine Slopes, which go together so perfectly. Well, Elizabeth, I do have for you Graham Mackay and Merrin Gill with Alpine Slopes and the Cuckoo Waltz. There we go, that was Graham Mackay and Alpine Slopes and Cuckoo Waltz, and that was from his album Highland Ceilidh. Next we'll pick up the pace a wee bit with a Gay Gordons from the one and only Colin Campbell and his Highland Band. Well, that was a Gay Gordons from Colin Campbell and his Highland Band. Great traditional sound, and it's time for a song. And I usually say don't panic, it's from me. Well, a wee change. It's still no for me. It's from Ian Lees, and Ian presents the programme Double Scotch on Radio GH, so check that out during the week. But here he is, doing his other job, which is perform as a fine singer with the Royal Mile.
Fate decreed that I should walk but just 1 mile each day, and I with age and sorrow weighed will give my choice of way. I'd choose from every mile I've roamed, on land, on sea or air, the mile that makes a Scotsman proud of Edinburgh fair. Oh, let me walk the Royal Mile, that's Scotland's great highway, where at 1 o'clock from the Castle Rock comes our Ricky's call each day. And as the echoes sound in the palace grounds, and the hands of Scotland smile, then you've made your day in the royal way, on the Royal Mile. For when I walk this famous mile, the air about me rings with footsteps made in days gone by princes, queens, and kings. For here is Scotland's history, her freedom lost and won, and here my heart is ever homing till my life is done. Oh, let me walk the Royal Mile, that's Scotland's great highway, where at 1 o'clock from the Castle Rock comes out Ricky's call each day. And as the echoes sound in the palace grounds, and the heavens of Scotland smile, then you made your day in the royal way, on the Royal Mile. Yes, you've made your day in the royal way, on the Royal Mile.
Aye, great track from Ian Lees and the Royal Mile, what a voice. And we go from Edinburgh to the US for a Virginia reel, and this comes from Gavin Piper from his album Flat Out. And as you might have seen in the comments earlier on, I noticed Gavin is a guest artist at Windygates Accordion Club on the 13th of July, and that starts at 7 p.m. So, form the sets, and let's see you on the floor for a Virginia reel. Great set from Gavin Piper there for a Virginia reel, and great going one it was too. So next up we have a request, and it comes from Vida Brown, and Vida says, please may we have a tune from Bill Yoon. Well, of course you can, and this one comes from Bill from his album Bill Yoon's Lockdown Sessions, and it's a lovely track. I remember hearing it on a Bill Star recording many years ago, and it's Woodland Flowers. And I think we'll take this opportunity also to wish Bill a happy birthday midweek there. I'm sure he had a great day and had lots of fun. So here we go with Bill Yoon and Woodland Flowers. There we go, the Mark-Inch Maestro, Bill Yoon with Woodland Flowers. And we up the tempos just slightly from John Crawford and Jim Crawford with A Set of Jigs. Lovely playing from both Jim and John Crawford from the album A Tune or Twa, and that was a set of jigs. And we go from the East Coast over to the West, and it's Charlie Kirkpatrick and his Scottish Dance Band, and Take Your Partners this time for a St Bernard's Waltz. Lovely playing from Charlie Kirkpatrick and his Scottish Dance Band with a St Bernard's Waltz, and we lift the tempo for the dance, shifting bobbins, and this comes from all the way from Dumfries with John Douglas and his Scottish Dance Band. Great set from John Douglas and his Scottish dance band for Shifting Bobbins. That was a cracking selection in that set of reels. And time for a song again. This time it comes from Alistair Gillis and it's a selection of Gaelic waltzes, but fortunately the titles are in Scottish: Full Hill, Failuro and Last Night. And this comes from his album Silver and Gold.
Sjöme solas hör mig an, nor va mir forle hau, heime els I tau men jarich, charo banje fuhr na bla, charo uchger, charo tar, slach getriel lien molan, Scenari sanram halches Figlioro, figlioro, figlioro Chele Figlioro, figlioro, figlioro Chele fai
The lovely sound of Alistair Gillis and a selection of Gaelic songs. And we'll shift the tempo a little and play this one for John White down just over the border and played by a man just over the border as well. It's Leonard Brown playing a set of Andrew Rankin jigs. Some great playing there by Leonard Brown with a selection of Andrew Rankin jigs. Great set that. Well, it's 7 o'clock and it's time to head over to Pia and get the Box and Fiddle news.
The Box and Fiddle News with Pia Walker.
Hello everybody. July is upon us already with holidays and visitors from elsewhere in the country. So, if you meet them, do tell them to go to a club for some live entertainment. It's always good to see visitors in the clubs. Seckel finished the June lists and they begin the July listing also, because on the 5th they have their club night in Cramlington. If you feel like dancing, the Banff District have a dance with Susie Simpson's band playing on the 6th of July, and that's in the Fife Lodge Hotel in Banff. Also on the 6th, Glenfarg has a visit from our very own Ewan Galloway. That sounds really good. And on the 6th again, you can also hear Stephen Carberry in Montrose. Then on the 7th, we have Wayne Robertson and Malcolm Ross visiting Rothborough. And also on the 7th, John Stewart's Scottish Dance Band will travel to Turriff and guest artist there. Well, that's all for this week, folks. Bye!
The Box and Fiddle News with Pia Walker.
Thanks very much for that, Pia. And, well, we've got something a little different because yesterday was Ewan's birthday and today, as well as helping out at Pease Bay, I suspect he may be sitting down and having a light refreshment. And there's a few messages here for Ewan. The first one comes from Fiona Nicklin. Wait to get my screen right here, sorry. There we go. The first one comes from Fiona Nicklin, who wants to wish Ewan a very happy birthday for yesterday. Iris Sanderson says, don't know if you have access to the video of Ian McPhail playing Ewan's polka, since it's the boy's birthday. If not, any McPhail tune for Ewan would be good. Thank you. Well, here we go. I'm going to try and play this video. And it was a tune written by Ian McPhail for Ewan's birthday. And I'm sure you'll join me in wishing Ewan a very happy birthday, and I hope you're managing to get a wee refreshment, Ewan, as I'm scrambling through this screen to try and find it. I hope it plays fine. There we go. Here we go with the Ewan Galloway polka for Ewan's birthday. that was Ian McPhail with the Ewan Galloway polka, and that was especially for Ewan's birthday. And it doesn't finish there, there are some more requests, and we can't give him really the night off completely because Gloria Hayhurst writes in, can Ewan please play Somewhere Over the Rainbow, please, for all our friends and loved ones? And it's only right, he should have a tune on his birthday, so here is Ewan with Somewhere Over the Rainbow. There we are, Ewan Galloway with Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And next, Rose Powell from Vancouver writes in, Dear Andy, thank you. I would like to request the Dalkeith Strathspey for Ewan's birthday, and that comes from Rose. So here we go with Bobby Brown and the Scottish accent and Dalkeith's Strathspey. A lovely set for Dalkeith Strathspey, and that was for Rose Powell. That was for Ewan's birthday, and that was from Rose Powell and Bobby Brown and the Scottish accent. Well, time to lift the pace a wee bit, and it's Gordon Shan's band from the album Kaylee Round the Steeple. It's time for a Circassian Circle. A great track from a great album. That was the Circassian Circle, and that's from Gordon Shan's Scottish dance band from the album Kaylee Round the Steeple. If you've not heard it, get a hold of it, cracker. Now, time for a song, and it comes from Linton McMillan with a fun song that it was quite popular around about the mid-late 80s, early 90s, came over from Ireland. Here's Linton McMillan with Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, I'm a Jean from Tullagwargeen. I have money and acres of land. I'm looking for a honey with a bit of money. Catch me if you can, my name is Dan, sure I'm your man. I love the Kayleys, the stackle barley. I love the waltzes, those jigs and the reels, and I like swinging when Big Tom's singing. Catch me if you can, my name is Dan, sure I'm your man. And I'm off to Listranvar at the ending of the year. I'm off for a bit of crack, wee the women and the beer. I'm a full shifty, for a man of 50. Catch me if you can, my name is Dan, sure I'm your man. I have a brother, he's in the Gardaí. I've an uncle, he's up there in the Doll. He's quite a charmer, he's a mighty farmer. Catch me if you can, my name is Dan, sure I'm your man. But to conclude now and finish my story, if there's a young girl who's looking for a man, take the bus through Barna down to Listranvarna. Catch me if you can, my name is Dan, sure I'm your man. And I'm off to Listranvar at the ending of the year. I'm off for a bit of crack, wee the woman and the beer. I'm a full shifty for a man of 50. Catch me if you can, my name is Dan, sure I'm your man. And I'm off to Listranvar at the ending of the year. I'm the women and the beer, I'm a full shifty for a man of 50. Catch me if you can, my name is Dan, sure I'm your man. I'm a full shifty for a man of 50. Catch me if you can, my name is Dan, sure I'm your man.
Great sound of Linton McMillan with Catch Me If You Can. Linton's an Ayrshire man, so the pictures were from Ayrshire as well. And next up we have a request from Joanne Renton, and Joanne says, could you have Northumberland by Jimmy Little? And that's for all Shindig listeners and friends, and also presenters and Susan, and that comes from Joanne Renton. Well, here's Jimmy Little with a gorgeous tune called Northumberland. A bonny tune from Jimmy Little, and it's called Northumberland. That was a request from Joanne Renton for everybody, basically. And we head to the Wallachmore Ceilidh Band for a set for the Gay Gordons. There we are, that was Gay Gordons from the Wallachmore Cayley Band from their album, I can't find it on the screen, Looking for a Partner. Great name for a dance album. Next, I'm going to take you on a wee holiday, and it's in the direction of Norway. And this is for Solvor Haugen, or Hagen, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce your surname, Solvor, who tunes in, and Solvor likes Norwegian accordion music, so we aim to please. Here is a tune called Ranseter Polka, and it comes from Naes Trekkspel Club, which translates as Accordion Club, and they're based on the banks of the river Glomma. Great stuff. That was from Naes Trekkspel Club, or Naes Accordion Club, and a Ranseter Polka. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's Ransater Polka. And that was for Solvor Haugen, who lives in Norway. And the next request comes from a couple of requests, one from Stephen Hughes for any Jim Reeves song sung by Derek, and from Rena Mulholland. Hi Andy, any song please from our lovely late friend Derek Hamilton, dedicated to all at Radio GH. Thanks. Well, here we are with Derek singing Jim Reeves' classic I Love You Because.
I love you because you understand, dear, every single thing I try to do. You're always there to lend a helping hand, dear, but most of all I love you 'cause you're you. No matter what the world may say about me, I know your love will always see me through. I love you for the way you never doubt me, but most of all I love you 'cause you're you. because my load is lighter. Every time I'm walking by your side, I love you because the future's brighter. The door to happiness you open wide. No matter what may be the style or season, I know your love will always be true. I love you for 100,000 reasons, but most of all I love you 'cause you're you. No matter what the world may say about me, I know your love will always see me through. I love you for the way you never doubt me, but most of all I love you 'cause you're you. But most of all I love you 'cause you're you.
A great sound from Derek Hamilton with Jim Reeves' I Love You Because, and that was for Stephen Hughes and Rena Mulholland. Hope you enjoyed that one. The next request comes from Grace Ramsey. Could you please play anything of your choice for my best friend Carol, as she hasn't been feeling too great lately? Thanks. And that comes from Grace. Well, the tune I've picked for you, Grace, for Carol, is a fairly new release. It's not a new tune, but it's a fairly new release from Davy Cormack and his album Faffin' About. And this is Davy's take on Callum's Road, and I think he's done a really lovely job of it. That was Davy Cormack with Callum's Road, and a fantastic version and fantastic job is made of that, and that's from his album Faffin' About. The amazing thing, Davy's playing the accordion, the pipes, all the instruments there, and Ian Buchanan joined him on the drums for the snare drum. Lovely arrangement of it. Well, next up, time for a military two-step, and here's John Ellis and the Highland Country Dance Band. That was a military two-step from John Ellis and his Highland Country Dance Band. And it's a time for a fun track. I've got a message from John Steele, who is in the municipality of Quinnan. He'd like a set of quick steps on the accordion with two tunes from the Jungle Book, I Want to Be Like You and Bare Necessities, and he would like to dedicate that to Robert, Mary and all the Cannyman sessioneers. Well, I found a track, John, from a little known band called Henri Chamers and the Moolabunda Rhythm Aces, but it's very lengthy, so I've had to cut it down to fit it into the programme. But we join them just as they're asking Bill Bailey if he's going to go home. So for John Steele, here is some tunes from the Jungle Book on the accordion. There we go, Henri Chamers and the Moolabunda Rhythm Aces with a set of quick steps from the Jungle Book for John Steele. And next it's a request from Anne Smith. Could you please play any Brian Gare and Violet Tulloch's Lament for Lowry Ida Lee for everyone tuned in, and especially for Gary Tate. Gary's had a sad bereavement lately, so our thoughts are with you, Gary. But here is a beautiful tune from Brian Gare and Violet Tulloch called Lament for Lowry Ida Lee. Lovely track from Brian Gare and Violet Tulloch and Lament for Lowry Ida Lee. And the next track is from Bobby McLeod. Sorry, it's not. It's a set of Bobby McLeod reels from Tom Orr, and that is for Cyril Thompson. Hello, Andy and fellow listeners. Could you play a set of jigs or reels by Tom Orr and his band? Thank you. And I'll also dedicate it to Gina Warden. A message from Rob and Mary McCombie. Can you wish Gina Warden a happy birthday? So happy birthday, Gina. And for yourself and Cyril, here is Tom Orr with Bobby McLeod reels. Outstanding track from Tom Orr and a set of Bobby McLeod reels, and that was for Cyril Thompson and for Gina Warden, who's celebrating a birthday. Well, the next track is from Ian McPhail, and I used it as a play-out track, I think, the first time I did the Shindig, and I'm going to play it in its entirety. It's the Tobermory two-step from Ian McPhail, and I'm going to play it for the man who wrote the tune, Richard Hughes, who celebrated a birthday just in the last couple of days, or last few days. So a very happy birthday to you, Richard, and I hope you're managing a wee refreshment. Here is Ian McPhail playing your tune. Well, that was the Tobermory two-step for Richard Hughes, and it was played by Ian McPhail. Well, time is marching on. I'm not quite sure how many it will be able to fit in, but here with a trip to Bavaria is Alistair Hunter. Very nearly. Well, this track is going to take us out of this week's programme. I would like to thank Susan for working in the background, sort out all the requests, and to yourselves for joining me for the last couple of hours, and I hope you've enjoyed the selection. It's been great reading the fun you're having online and seeing some of your pictures. So until the next time, keep yourself safe and have a great week going forward, and I'll leave you with Alistair Hunter finishing off A Trip to Bavaria. All the best till next time, and good night.